Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got breaking news coming out here for you, and I want to bring you an update regarding this attack yesterday in Israel coming from Iran. So that was one hell of a day, wasn't it? Lots of action. Israel came under attack by hundreds of drones. We had at least reports of like 30 cruise missiles, maybe more, targeting Israel yesterday. I covered majority of it for you. I hope you guys enjoyed that coverage. Thank you all for your support, and I apologize I'm a little late today. Had a late start to the morning because I had a late night. But let's go ahead and get right into this for you. So Biden is telling Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, okay, he's telling him that they will not participate in a counterattack on Iran. I have an article we're going to be going over here in a minute to get you some extra information. And yeah, they're not willing to get involved here. So obviously, if the U.S. gets involved and they strike Iran, it's World War III, ladies and gentlemen. We already have reports that North Korea, Kim Jong-un, also Vladimir Putin of Russia, and also China, Xi Jinping, all these presidents coming out and saying that if the U.S. strikes Iran, they will come to their backing, okay? They will come to their aid and help them out. So that's World War III, basically, okay? So this is huge, and Netanyahu has a decision to make here. And as far as I know, I'm hearing reports that they may respond here in the next 48 hours. Okay, so we could be seeing Israel striking Iran in some sort of way. Will they go after their proxies, or will they go after them directly? We'll have to see exactly what they do. But I'm thinking that it's going to be a major attack on them if they choose to do this. I don't think it'll be small. It wouldn't make any sense for this to be a small attack just because of how massive of an attack we had yesterday on Israel, okay? So I've got some information. Let's go ahead and get right into this. This is on CNN Politics. Biden tells Netanyahu U.S. will not participate in any counterstrike against Iran. Says here President Joe Biden and senior members of his national security team seeking to contain the risk of a wider regional war following a barrage of Iranian missiles and drones directed towards Israel have told their counterparts the U.S. will not participate in any offensive action against Iran. According to the U.S. officials familiar with the matter, in a conversation with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu late Saturday, Biden sought to frame Israel's successful interception of the Iranian onslaught as a major victory, with the suggestion that further Israeli response was unnecessary. So yeah, apparently what he was telling him, I believe it was quoted as, he told him, hey man, you got to win. Take the win, is what he told him. You got to win. You shot down majority of these missiles and drones. As far as I know, the IDF was saying they shot down 99% of these. I don't know if it was completely 99%. I'm pretty sure it was a lot less than that. But I will say, based on the footage that we saw yesterday, that Israel did shoot down majority of these rockets, drones, and missiles that were launched towards them. So Biden told the Israeli prime minister in his phone call that he should consider Saturday a win because Iran's attacks had been largely unsuccessful and demonstrated Israel's superior military capability, a senior administration official said. The U.S. assessed that there was no significant damage with Israel itself, according to the senior U.S. military official. John Kirby, the White House national security spokesman, said Sunday the ability to prevent widespread damage was a demonstration of Israel's military superiority and proof that Iran was not the military power that they claimed to be. Pretty major statement coming from him. This was an incredible success, really proving Israel's military superiority and, just as critically, their diplomatic superiority, that they have friends in the region, that they have around the world that are willing to help them, Kirby told CNN's Jake Tapper on State of the Union. Yeah, so we do know that Jordan, also Saudi Arabia came to their aid. The U.S. was there. The U.K. was there. Many fighter jets in the skies over Jordan as well, taking down lots of these incoming missiles and drones. I had video footage yesterday coming out. There was like I think it was like a ballistic missile or a cruise missile that just, after it got destroyed in the air, it landed in like a parking lot, excuse me, of some of like a housing community or something, and it was pretty crazy to see that. I'll have another photo here for you in just a moment, I believe, showing another one of these missiles that were shot down, laying on the ground by the Dead Sea. So Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin asked his Israeli counterpart, Minister Yoav Gallant, to notify the U.S. ahead of any potential response to an Iranian attack, according to another U.S. official. So they were saying, you need to let us know if you're going to go ahead and strike Iran. That's what the U.S. is demanding that Israel do. Even as American officials stressed to their counterparts that the final decision on how to respond to Iran is up to Israel, Biden has sought to prevent a wider escalation of the conflict. On Sunday, Biden met with his fellow group of 7 leaders to discuss a united diplomatic response with the emphasis on non-military actions that would limit the prospects of a wider war. So see, they're already trying to back down here. I know that Netanyahu, he's not going to want to back down. He's very pro-war here, obviously. And he doesn't like any of these proxies in the Middle East. He does not like Iran. And it wouldn't surprise me if he tries to launch some sort of attack on Iran, even without U.S. support. But that will only garner a worse attack on Israel. And, that may not do so well for him in terms of support from the citizens of the country of Israel. In a joint statement released after the virtual meeting, the G7 members condemned in the strongest terms Iran's direct and unprecedented attack against Israel and expressed their full solidarity and support to Israel and its people, and reaffirm our commitment towards its security. With its actions, Iran has further stepped toward the destabilization of the region and risks provoking an uncontrollable regional escalation. This must be avoided, the G7 statement said. So see, they're trying everything they can to prevent this from turning into a wide regional war here, because like I said, we already have reports of all these countries that are friendly to Iran. Okay, that includes Russia, China, North Korea, stating that they will come and support Iran if they are attacked. So that's basically World War III there, okay? This is not a joke here. There was also I think it was a U.S. representative, some sort of congresswoman, I can't remember her name, yesterday, and she was coming out and saying that we should strike Iran immediately, that the U.S. should just go and start launching attacks on Iran. And obviously you got to think about this, because this can really start a war over here. And I think that's what Biden is trying to do, is de-escalate this now and tell Netanyahu, hey, you got to win. You stop majority of these missiles. We spent over $1 billion shooting down all these drones and missiles. I think let's just call it a day and leave it alone and stop attacking Iran. But we'll have to see what they want to do. So let me show you this. Pretty crazy. This is from Nexta. This is what a downed Iranian ballistic missile looks like in the Dead Sea area. I mean, take a look at that. Isn't that crazy? Look at how massive that thing is compared to this guy. I mean, these missiles were absolutely gigantic. Okay? And these were what were being fired towards Israel. And many of these missiles got shot down before they even reached to Israel. But we do have a video footage coming out yesterday. I think it was the Ramon airfield that came under attack. It was hit by several ballistic missiles. I know there's already worker crews over there trying to fix the damage. Some of the runway got destroyed. But as far as we know, nothing too major happened here inside of Israel for the most part. A little bit of military installations got damaged, stuff like that, but nothing too crazy as far as we know. But, we probably won't even know the full story here. Maybe we'll never know, or maybe we'll find out later. But that's the latest on this story. I just wanted to give you that information here and let you know what's going on. So, yeah, it looks like the U.S. is not willing to support any kind of counterattack on Iran at this time. We'll see, though, because sometimes the U.S. flip-flops, and they may all of a sudden, they may just go with Israel. And what if Israel decides to go in? It may just drag the U.S. in anyway. So, yeah, in the next 48 hours, we could be finding out here potentially if Netanyahu wants to launch this attack on Iran. So let me know what you think down below. Are you concerned about this? I mean, I'm concerned, I have to say, because, if this war were to start, I could be drafted, or any of you could be drafted into this war, especially if this turns into a major world war. And this could definitely affect all of us, okay? And I know for sure starting on Monday, we're probably going to see an increase in commodity prices, especially oil. And who knows, maybe the stock markets around the world will be affected. I'm sure something will be. So yeah, share your thoughts and concerns down below. If you got something out of this update, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell, that way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope y'all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.